Okay, this is one of my favorite things to watch. It's Wednesday, which means oil inventory comes out at 9:30. It is 9:29. And what you're going to see is all this liquidity here is going to disappear. It's going to disappear for a moment. You see it already. Everybody's kind of bailing out. And then what that does is it creates basically a price vacuum. There's just nobody to trade anything. And so the price swings around looking for buyers and sellers. And we've got these guys hanging in at 68, so that's interesting. So we might leap up here and tap that. But as you can see, more and more people are getting out. They're fading out.
Buy 23.
And there it goes.
Buy 25. Buy 68. Buy 20. Sell 12. Sell 12. Sell 13. Buy 11.
So it tapped that.
Buy 13.
Now it's looking
Sell
for
11.
other
Sell
people
24.
to trade.
Sell 18.
And it's
Sell
going to take a
13.
minute for them to
Sell
come
15.
back in.
Sell 18. Sell 46. Sell 15. Sell 16.
Now you see them start coming back in. So price will slow down its movement.
Sell 12. Sell 14. Buy 38. Sell 20. Buy 19.
Maybe not.
Sell 33. Buy 13.
There's still not very many people in this.
Sell 14.
Okay, we're still at 9:30.
Buy 25. Buy 16. Sell 36. Buy 11. Buy 14. Sell 18. Sell 17. Sell 19. Sell 85. Sell 16. Buy 16. Buy 13. Buy 19. Buy 12. Buy 12. Buy 16. Buy 21. Buy 20. Buy 12. Buy 18.
All right, it's
Buy 13.
9:31.
Sell 16. Buy 18. Buy 12. Buy 25. Buy 41. Sell 22. Buy 12.
So we may get
Sell
another
12. Buy 16. Buy 12. Sell 15. Sell 17.
minute of
Buy
this wild
15.
ride here.
Buy 12. Sell 11. Sell 25. Buy 16. Sell 20. Sell 11. Buy 14.
Still not a lot of people hanging out here
Sell
waiting to
13.
trade, though.
Sell 14.
Well, you can hear it.
Buy 12.
You can hear the action slowing down a little bit.
Buy 15. Sell 24. Buy 20. Sell 12. Buy 12. Buy 14. Buy 63. Buy 14.
Still
Sell
moving.
11. Sell 21. Sell 24. Buy 11. Sell 18. Buy
All right,
20.
it's
Buy 21.
9:32, so
16. Buy 14.
the most wild
Sell
part of that's
16.
over. And you've got some buyers and sellers coming back in, so just thought that's
Buy
neat. That's why you
21.
get out during
Buy
those big
29.
news
Buy
announcements.
14. Buy 14. Buy
Is
16. Buy 11.
everybody else jumps out and it creates a
Buy
price
22.
vacuum,
Buy 17.
and then it just
Buy
leaps
17.
around looking
Buy
for
11.
price.
Buy 11. Buy 12. Buy 16. Buy 14.
All right,
Sell
life has
16.
calmed down a little bit. Everything's looking
Sell
back
8.
to
Sell
normal.
13.
Waiting for a setup to
14.
happen. It's just kind of,
Buy 12.
it's just dropping though. I didn't get, I mean, you could look at this as a first entry, a failed first entry, and then, no, you can't. So we just sit and wait. I'm kind of looking for it to come back and then make a drop. That's what I'm looking for. If it comes back to this EMA area, makes a nice move down, we might consider going short. But the entire day has been up.
Buy 12. Buy 11.
So going
Sell
short
15.
will be a little bit scary.
Sell 56. Sell 12. Sell 20.
Let's see if it'll give it to us here.
Buy 16. Buy 14. Buy 16.
You know, we had these guys come in, but they kind of, yeah, they traded a little bit. They kind of started bailing out, though. It's not like they held super strong. Actually, now that I see it,
Buy 40. Buy 19.
what we're looking for is it to come here. Of course, that's almost the EMA anyway. And the reason why is this little bit of congestion here. And that matches up with a little bit of congestion over here too, kind of in that area.
89.
Could be an area where people want to trade, so
Buy 11.
we'll see if
Buy
it
61.
it taps
30.
out at 68.18.
Buy 20. Sell 13.
All right, we might be ready to go short here. So this would be a first failed entry long, second failed entry long, and it's at my, didn't quite get there, but it's pretty damn close. So we're going to sell right there and see what happens.
17. Sell 13.
It's moving pretty quick.
Sell 12. Sell 12. Buy 15. Buy 16.
And there we
Buy
go.
13. Buy 20.
So that was a nice, fairly easy
Buy 16. Buy 22.
anticipation
Buy
of
11.
that trade. Of course, now it's pulling back. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I should have got in 68.10, which would have got me out safer than it did. But I don't think this is done moving down. We'll come back. We'll see if I just got real lucky there or not. Okay, so it continued on down.
18. Sell 12.
So to
Buy
recap
13.
this trade,
Buy
what I was
12.
looking at
Buy
was
36.
a few things. Price action, first of all,
Sell 15.
which price action is
Sell
God.
11.
So
Sell 16.
that is always
Sell
first and
15.
foremost.
Sell 11.
So we had a
Buy
first
19.
failed entry here, then we came back and we had a second failed entry there, so that's where you go short. And I had a few other things that help confirm my conviction here. We had this congestion area here that continued on over to here. So I had a target of where I wanted it to come back to before it failed. Came within a tick of that target and then failed. Also, at the EMA, can't ask for much better than that.
Buy
And then if
34.
we're looking over here
Buy
at the
20.
book,
Sell 11.
we had these little guys of buyers step in here, but they weren't really convicted, man. They just kind of jumped out. Price
Sell
went back up
11.
anyway. And then you don't see them come back in, so I'm not really worried about a bunch of buyers stepping in at this point. And then you got these sellers come in. They hang out, and they stay hanging out. And that, coupled with the price action, made me feel pretty good about that trade. I probably should have taken a runner on this one. But can't complain about money.